Hello guys, welcome to the special preview of Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, brought to you by techbreachers.in. Finally, Samsung has brought its flagship beast to the smartphone arena. It's gonna be a good competition. And we know a lot of you guys would be excited about this one, just like all the other S series phones. So we present our expert views on these phones and let you decide if this is the phone for you or not. The first thing that a person notices in a phone is its looks. And for S6 and S6 Edge, Samsung have done a pretty great job. They have first of all moved from cheap looking plastic to aluminium body, and long-time S phone users will really appreciate this feat by Samsung. And even amongst the two, the S6 Edge looks really stunning. The curved display just adds a lot of fashion, a lot of style quotient to the phone. So people looking for a really stylish phone would, I think, surely go for the S6 Edge in terms of the looks. Now there is Corning Gorilla Glass 4 also for the protection. So combined with the aluminium body, this phone is pretty sturdy, I guess. The display on both the phones is 5.1 inches and the resolution is a humongous 1440 by 2560, and that turns out to be 577 ppi. Now that's a really huge resolution for a phone, and it's gonna be superb, and you are gonna have some real nice viewing time on this phone. Among the goodies is the fingerprint sensor, which is certified by PayPal. So now coming to the good stuff, that is the camera. The back camera is of 16 megapixel and the front camera is 5 megapixel. And the sensor included this time is even bigger than the earlier sensor. So you can be assured of some great photos by this phone, and even the front facing camera will take some very good selfies. So all of you guys who are selfie addicts, you're gonna have a great time with this phone. Coming to the hardware, the processor is an Exynos 7420 and they have an octa-core processor, a 2.1 GHz A57 quad-core and a 1.5 GHz A53, which will do some great job, as we know that Samsung's Exynos is a super great processor. This time they did not go for a Qualcomm variant. Coming to the bad stuff of the phone, first of all we have the lack of an SD card expansion slot. Now if you have such a great phone, you obviously would like to install huge apps, big games, and though there are 32 and 64 and so on variants of the phone, an expansion is obviously a cheaper way of expanding your storage, plus they give you a lot more flexibility. And the worst part according to us would be the battery. The battery is first of all non-removable, and also on top of that the S6 has a 2550 mAh battery and the S6 Edge has a slightly bigger 2600 mAh battery. While these numbers do sound big, but when you look at the heavy specs and the hardware of this phone, I think this amount of battery would not be enough, because as a tech-savvy user, I would be using this phone all the time, exploring all its features, playing games, watching movies, listening to music. And I guess on that kind of heavy usage, the phone would last somewhere around 4 hours only. And that's pretty low, because obviously if you have to charge your phone continuously in between your movies or while enjoying your phone, and you have to always worry about carrying a charger or a power bank, that can hinder the user experience a lot. So a bigger battery would have been better, but for people who just want their phones for, like, say, show, or do not use their phones as much, or they just use some of the features, they will find the battery enough, I guess, because it will last about 12 hours or so for them. So this was our look on the S6 and S6 Edge, and we'll let you decide which of these specs suit you and whether you should go for it or not. These phones are priced around rupees 60,000 in the market currently, and which is quite too much, but since it's a flagship phone, that's nowadays expected. So let's see if these phones make a mark in history like the S3 or get disappeared easily like the S5. So as always, thank you for watching and happy teching.